What's poppin', YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy Lil Finesse, a Jiggy Hippie, back with another video for y'all. And this video right here is gonna be a part 2 of Through My Energy Sign series. Gonna be talking about Scorpio energy. And I'll pause for the cause. If you don't know anything about astrology, if you don't know anything about reading your birth chart, if nobody puts you on as to why it's so important to understand your birth chart, to read your birth chart, study yourself, to love yourself through astrology and numerology, don't worry, I got you. There's a couple of videos. I'll put the link in the description. You have to watch them first so you can become hip to the knowledge of what I'm about to talk about right now. So without further ado, let's just get it popping, shall we? Alright, so boom, Scorpio energy. Now you already know all my Scorpio videos is gonna get descriptive, it's gonna get deep, it's gonna get intense, so let's just get to it. Now first, like I said, going through the zodiac wheel, like I said in this series, every single sign represents a certain human experience stage in our life, because we are all spiritual beings living a human experience. So in astrology, every sign represents a stage in that human experience. So we started off with Aries being the baby, Taurus the toddler, Gemini as the preschooler, and then Cancer as a child. Then went to Leo as a teenager stage in life, Virgo as a young adult stage in life, Libra as like the late 20s, and now we are at Scorpio. And guess what Scorpio represents? It's gonna be the adulthood, like mid 30s, so like being a fully grown, mature adult. And now why did I give Scorpio the adult stage in life? Now before I even get to that, let's go through the basics for the new people. Now what is Scorpio energy? What does Scorpio mean? What does it represent? What is it ruled by? So Scorpio is a fixed sign. Like I said, fixed signs are ones that are very slow to moving, don't really like change, are very fixated on things, stuck in their tradition, stuck in their kind of ways in a way, stubborn in a way, but really fixated and are stable and consistent and reliable in what they're doing, very fixed and fixated on what they're doing. Now, Scorpio is ruled by 2 planets, originally ruled by Pluto and then co-ruled by Mars. And now, like I said in my Aries video, Mars represents like passion, sexual aggression, sex, aggression, passion, battling, fighting, our physical nature. The Mars in our birth chart shows us how we physically do things and how we drive towards doing things, our drive, our physical nature, our carnal nature in a way. So Mars is like that aggressive battle planet. And now what does Pluto represent? Pluto, as we know, as I said in many Scorpio videos, is the farthest planet away from the sun. So it's the darkest planet in a way. It represents, death, destruction, resurrection, evolution, rebirth, transformation. It's not only all bad, but also represents like the phoenix rising, represents like rebirth, evolution, evolving, and resurrection and all that. But the main thing about Pluto energy, and I'll talk about deeply in this video, is that it rules the underworld. It rules things that are hidden, not seen. It rules things that are not on the surface. So keep that in mind. It rules things that are not on the surface, that are not seen. It thrives and it's ruled by the underworld, the things that are not seen. And now, why did I give Scorpio the adult stage in our life, being like 30, like the mid 30s? So when you become an adult, that's when, if you have done your shadow work, if you have done your inner healing and self-reflection, that's when, as being a fully adult, that's when you have fully transformed yourself into the best version as you can be. Like I said, if you haven't done the shadow work, if you haven't worked on your past traumas and childhood issues that we all have, everybody has something that happened in their childhood or in their adolescence. Everybody has things that happen earlier in life that they have to transform or transcend from, or to change or to work on to become the best version of themselves. So Scorpio be represented by the adulthood is that if you have done all this work, being an adult is when you can thrive in life. You have a career going on, or you have you're financially stable enough to take care of yourself. You're mentally stable enough to take care of yourself. You've been through hardships, you've been through heartbreaks, you've been through things, you worked on yourself, but now you're mature enough to actually be able to live life and to thrive in life if you have done these transformative, went through the bullshit I say, and like worked on yourself and went through the transformative energy. So now Scorpio energy represents that transformation, represents that process of taking things that happen to you, changing it up, transforming it, and then resurrecting that phoenix rising and that eagle. Scorpio is also represented by the eagle, being able to fly in that true freedom only after going through the hardship, only after going through the darkness, I said. So Scorpio represents that process of going through the darkness, going through the bullshit, going through the negativity, I say, the death stage in life, and then resurrecting and evolving into the greater self. So now this video is not gonna only be for Scorpio suns. I personally feel that the planet Pluto, which like I said rules Scorpio, is the most potent planet. When I say potent, I mean that even if you have one placement that is aspected to Pluto, if you have one Scorpio placement in your chart, especially if you have a personal planet, remember personal planets is your sun, your moon, Mars, Venus, and Mercury, but especially if you have a Scorpio rising, because your rising sign, that planet rules over your whole chart, so that means Pluto is ruling over your whole chart. Planet Pluto is potent, is the most potent, I say, because whatever area in life it touches, anything in the 8th house, whatever area in life that it touches, it like covers over that sign, over that characteristic, over that planet, over that house. It really covers over it, and you as a person experiencing it really feel it deeply, because Pluto is that much of a heavy type planet. Pluto is that much of an intense type planet. As we already know, Scorpio, when it comes to Scorpio energy, intense is like, it's not even a word good enough to use for that, but intensity is the word to use for Scorpio and Pluto type energy. So this video is going to be for anybody that has strong Scorpio placements. Even if you have, like I said, one placement, one personal planet in an 8th house or in Scorpio, or any Pluto aspects to your personal planets, you also feel the energy of Pluto. That's how potent Pluto energy is. So Scorpio energy, like I said, fixed sign, ruled by Pluto. Now, to understand the Scorpio person, we have to go back to that underworld thing I said before, how knowing that Pluto represents the underworld, the darkness, learning things and understanding things, or looking at things forcefully that are unseen and unknown. So to understand a Scorpio person, you have to understand that they're naturally wired or naturally geared towards looking for things unknown, looking for things underneath the lines, reading between the lines. That's why I said in my other video, you can't mess with a Scorpio, you can't lie to a Scorpio, you shouldn't F with a Scorpio, because they are naturally able to see things that are hidden. That's where they thrive at. That's what they're ruled by. That's what they love doing, which is why they like to, read about the cult, read about things that are hidden, taboo things, spirituality things, things that are hidden from the everyday person. They naturally want to go towards forensics and investigations and things that are like hidden that you have to dig through and find and try to get. That's where they're naturally geared towards getting. So to understand a Scorpio person, understand, especially when you try to date one, in the beginning stages, and this also stems to why they have major trust issues, because especially if you have a lot of Scorpio placements in your chart, I already know that trusting people, being able to actually let your guard down and be like, all right, so this is a good person, I could open myself up to that person, or I could be vulnerable. Being able to actually let your relax and trust someone and tell them all about yourself and merge with that person, so lovey-dovely, let's say a Pisces or a Libra person, is extremely difficult, because your radar is automatically looking underneath the surface, looking underneath the surface value. So understanding that about a Scorpio person means that, especially in the beginning, they don't trust you. They're not going to trust you for a very long time. So this stage is like the testing stage, or the peeping stage, or I'm going to see what kind of person you are stage. So this is where they're learning all about you as they can. This is also where they're kind of not really opening up to you at first, because they're really trying to study you. Whenever you talk to them, the way you move, what you do, they're not looking at the words they're not listening to words you say, or what you say you're gonna do. They're really watching you and paying attention and try to read between the lines and read underneath to really understand your true intentions. To give you that stare, they look at you, try to read you, and get your true intentions. Now, this is a good thing, because you're protected. You're protecting yourself. Their biggest fear is, their biggest reason for doing this is because they want to protect themselves from becoming attached to something that is not going to serve them any good. Because a lot of times in the past, like I said, Scorpio energy is very intense. They have the most intense emotions in the whole zodiac wheel. So whenever they attach to something, whenever they love something, whenever their emotions are into something, it's going to be on an intense level. So they're afraid to attach to something emotionally and be all intertwined into something, especially too early, that was not real, or that was manipulated, or that was a lie, or that person was phony, that person was fake. They're afraid to attach, to be vulnerable to something that is not gonna like serve them, or that's not real, because their emotions are so intense, do everything all or nothing. They don't want to be attached to something that's not real. So this is why they protect themselves, to protect their vulnerability. So like I said, it's a good thing to be able to protect yourself, to be able to watch out and look for the signs, and to always be on guard to make sure if you can trust somebody or not. Now the negative of what happens having this kind of placements in your chart, or having this kind of mindset, and like I said, this is for people to understand Scorpio energy. The negative of this is, even when you do find that good person, even when you do find that good relationship, when you do find that good connection, doesn't have to be romantically, but a good situation, when things are even keel. Somebody corrected me. I kept saying even peel, but it's even keel, so I appreciate you. When things are even keel and peachy creamy, even when things are good, because they're always looking for things that are not seen, they're always looking for things that are not right. It's like the Scorpio energy person can automatically keep digging, keep searching, keep trying to find, keep holding on to their grudge of their past experiences, because like I said, their emotions are extremely intense. So if they got betrayed in the past, if they got hurt in the past, it's not just going to go away as years go by. It's not just going to go away as they go older. They're kind of also going to hold on to it, because the Scorpio is opposite of Taurus, and as we know, opposites do have differences but also similarities, and they both like to hold on to things. Tauruses like to hold on to, like, I'll say physical possessions, and Scorpios like to hold on to, I'll say, emotional energy, emotional experiences, emotional possessions, I'll say. So they could kind of hold on to a grudge of someone that hurt them in the past. So even if they find a new connection, a new situation that's actually good and healthy and is right, they can find themselves keep trying to search for something that's not right, keep trying to like almost create something, or in their mind think of something in their mind that's not right, to kind of find something that is even not there. And why I say this is negative is, the person that's trying to be there for you, the person that's trying to be genuine, the person that's actually right for you, can be looking at you like, damn, why are you so closed off like this? It's been so long. Why don't you allow me to be there for you? Why are you always closed off? Why are you always looking for things? Why are you always secretive? Why are you always so private? It's like you could kind of push away a good thing, or self-sabotage a good thing, because you're always searching for the negative. You're always searching for the darkness, always searching beneath the line, always searching for something to go wrong, because like I said, they are ruled by the planet Pluto. They are ruled by the energy of searching and looking for things unseen and hidden. So they naturally can't help it. So this is also to the person that's dealing with the Scorpio person. You have to understand it, and you have to be patient with them and understand that they can't help but to always look underneath the surface. They can't help but to always put on that guard. They can't help but to always be protective of their vulnerability, protective of their emotions, because like I said, their emotions are extremely intense. So before they actually give you all of their emotions, they want to make sure that you are able to handle the intensity of their emotions. They want to make sure you're able to handle what they can bring. They want to make sure that you're loyal enough to not just walk away. They want to make sure that you're trustworthy enough to actually be able to handle their emotional intensity, which is why, especially in the beginning stages, they take a long time opening up. So that's like to understand why they do it. And to the Scorpio person, if you're doing it too long or so much, you can throw away a good thing, because you're constantly searching for something to go wrong. You're constantly searching for things that are even not there, but you could like just create it and make it up in your mind, because you're just so used to it. But also understand that what the Scorpio person brings, if you are in a Scorpio person's friend circle, if they trust you, if you actually get to experience their emotional intensity, which is them just giving you their all, because they on the surface look like they're all tough, they look like they're all hard, they look like they are, remember, fixed water, when water is fixed and not moving, it turns to ice. So they could look like they're really cold and tough, and they're really like on the surface like a rock hard on the surface. They are a water sign at the end of the day, all water signs are truly emotional. All water signs are truly intuitive and psychic, but overall emotional. So before they could give you that kind of emotional intensity, they want, I mean, what do you get from, like, once they give you that emotional intensity, I'm saying, you'll get somebody that's loyal, somebody that's dependent, someone that you can count on, someone that's not going to run away for small problems, someone that is strong, someone that is powerful. Like, once you actually are able to get that emotional intensity from them, get that emotional connection from them, Scorpio energy is really keen on merging souls with that person, being able to fully submerge with that person, and being ruled by planet Pluto, which is transformation, rebirth, evolution, and things of that sort. They will actually see things in you that you're trying to hide from the world, trying to hide from yourself. They could see things in you that they see that you won't be able to see within yourself. They could put a mirror in front of your face and bring it out of you and help you to also transform and to evolve as a person. Like I always say, whenever you're dealing with a Scorpio dominant person, your life is going to change, whether it's going to be for the good, depending on if they are a high powered or a high vibration Scorpio or a low vibration Scorpio. High vibration Scorpio, your life will change for the better, will transform for the better. You will see things and work on things within yourself. You'll see that mirror and you actually transform yourself to be better. Or if you were the low vibration Scorpio, your life would just go chaotically and go crazy, and your life would just be done, because you would just, that's why it's very important to know what kind of Scorpio you're dealing with, whether if they're evolved or not evolved. But either way, your life is going to change. And that's the Scorpio's role. That's what they're ruled by. They're ruled by the planet Pluto, which is that process of changing things, things dying, things resurrecting, going through the bullshit, going through the darkness, going through the mess, and then coming out different and coming out new. So if they trust you, if you're part of their friend circle, their circle is very small, it's very tiny. Like I said, the benefits you get of being in that elite group, I would say, is someone very dependable, someone very strong, someone very there for you no matter what, through thick and thin, will till death do us part, as they say, someone that is really there for you. But before you get that, like I said, you have to understand that they do have to put up that guard. They do have to protect themselves, because they do not like to attach themselves to things that spark up their emotional intensity. So now, what are Scorpio energy? What are they attracted to? Like how do you get with one? How do you attract one? First and foremost, is they are attracted to power and confidence. Because like I said, Pluto is the most potent planet. I could honestly say Pluto is probably one of the most powerful planets. Because like I said, anytime Pluto is in your chart, it overtakes that whole house. It overtakes that whole sign. It just covers it up and overrides the whole thing. So it's a very powerful planet, and they themselves are very powerful people, especially internally, especially with their willpower, what they want out of life, what they want in anything, what they want in a person, whatever their drive is, whatever their focus is, they has to go get it. Scorpio is ruled by the genitals, which is our sexual organs, and as we already know, the sexual energy in humans is the most powerful energy we can harness as humans. So Scorpio represents power tremendously. So they are attracted to power. If you're powerful, if you're powerful, they're attracted to confidence. You don't have to be the most flashiest person in the room or the most loudest person in the room, but if they can sense that you have true confidence, if you're truly sure of yourself and you have like a sense of power within yourself, that is what they're attracted to. And then that's when you'll notice that they are staring you down like crazy, because they're trying to figure out what makes this, why am I so attracted to the power in this person? Why is their energy radiating towards me? Why am I attracted to their light? It's like they will stare at you, try to figure you out, because you exude a certain type of confidence or power. So like I said, when you're around them, to attract a Scorpio, just show them that you're confident, show them that you are powerful within yourself, show them that you are one within yourself. Don't be fake. Do not be fake. Do not act like someone you're not. Do not act like something you're not, because they can read that. Like I said, they're actually looking in every single situation, naturally, subconsciously, without consciously thinking about it. They're looking for things that are hidden. So they can tell if you're hiding that you're who you are by dressing flashy or talking loud or acting like you're the boss in the room. Like, they could tell small things, your body language. They could tell who you are if you're acting real, acting fake, by just naturally looking at you and naturally studying you. Because their mind, the Scorpio energy, the way the mind works for Scorpio energy is to naturally look for things that are hidden and unseen. So like I had to stress, don't be fake, don't act like who you're not, but have a sense of power within yourself, love yourself enough to like be able to Be confident about yourself, and that's what attracts a Scorpio person to you. And like I said, what do you get for dealing with a Scorpio or being in their circle or like having them around you or actually experiencing their intense love, their intense emotions? Someone dependable, someone that is going to be there for you, someone that you can rely on. Like I said, fixed, sound, or stable. Someone that you can rely on that's going to be there for you through thick and thin, and all in all, be there for you through it all and actually transform you into someone that is a way better version of yourself without them being. They pull up that mirror. They are ruled by the transformation process. They will transform you and they will help you evolve as a person once they have themselves done it, because they actually go through so much in life. They actually go through so much because they are ruled by the planet Pluto and Mars. They actually go through so much hardships in life themselves. So they have to actually go through that process themselves before they can actually help someone else. But at the same time, knowing if you're dealing with a high vibration or low vibration Scorpio is very important. Once you get with a high vibration Scorpio, and if you have Scorpio placements, like I said earlier, don't keep looking for problems if there's no problems there. Don't keep looking and not trusting if that person is showing you countless times that you could trust them, or they're showing you countless times that they're going to be there for you or they're not going to run away. Like, don't keep purposely trying to find things that are not there. And if you're dealing with a Scorpio person, understand why they do it. Understand that they can't help it. Understand that they really have to protect their emotional selves, and just be patient and keep showing them, not telling them by just talking and just like words. Keep showing them with your actions and with your energy and with your genuine sense of actions that you are actually not here to betray them or to hurt them, and you will see that they will actually open up to you, and then you will experience like what true merging feels like. Scorpio love, Scorpio emotions is like what true merging and deep, dark, not dark, but deep emotional love and emotional connection feels like. They are truly the signs that can actually deeply merge with you and deeply show you what deep like emotions and energy and love feels like. So that was my video on Scorpio energy. Hope y'all enjoyed that. My next video is going to be on Sagittarius energy, and you already know I'm about to go in. If you have subscribed to my channel, appreciate all y'all for real, you already know. But if you still haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, handle it on time for your boy. Don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, be safe, and breathe. It's your boy, Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. I'm going to see all y'all when I see y'all.